wrong position. I need to move the camera. Broadcast settings. Broadcast settings. Because the last time I did something was with Kieran. Lower left. There we go. Hey! That's the correct way. Now I need to do the final things as well for the editing and such, just to make sure this all goes out live. I will probably be swearing, so probably not for kids. The game is F1 21, and the thumbnail is... Oh, Matt was a clever boy and he left the thumbnail thingy up. The thumbnail is... Where's the thumbnail? There it is. Boop. Hey! There we go. Hello, chat. Hello, chatto. How are we doing? How are we doing? We're still waiting for people to get in. I was really early into this. I mean, there's still like 20 minutes to go. I could have done a bit more practice. That would have been smart. Oh well, let me share this stream out in places as well. Particularly in Discords. Share it. Here's CSGB, so promo. Boop for me and for Kia promote content. Boop in there. Well, I will. We'll post them for now. How we doing? Yeah, we got a bit of time to wait before it all gets going. I should have gone to the toilet before starting. That would have been smart. But yeah, just got along 15 minutes or so until the start of the sprint race. If you've not been here before, the way it works is we do a 25% sprint race. So it's 25% distance of the full Grand Prix, 25%. The order of the sprint race is the top 10 from the end of the last race that we did are reversed, and then the order from 11th down is the positions that you finished. So I did not start the previous race. I was not here last week, so I think that means I'm at the back. I haven't actually looked. I think that means I'm at the back. We'll do this, and then there'll be a little bit of a break, and then we'll go into qualifying, and then it will go. When it's normal qualifying, and then it will go into a 50% feature race. F2 documents, I think. British Grand Prix. Yep, I'm starting 17th. I'm one place from the back because we have some reserves coming in who have never raced. So I'm starting at the back, which is rare. I normally start these towards the front because I finish the races normally like P6, about like P7, P6. So I'm starting at the back, so that's going to be fun. Hello, teammates, and Femmob. Hello, guys. Welcome back. It's good to be back for this race. The race yesterday in F1 was mental. It rained because it was Silverstone in both races. It's probably going to be like that. Just want to say hi before you start your stream as well. Ah, cool. I would tell people to go over to you, but I'm streaming as well. We're up to Feeling Bones Was using a dry setup. Yeah, I only gave myself like 15 minutes of practice, typically. Um, cool. Yeah. Oh, wonderful. You'll be back for back after the race. I'll be sure to hang around for a bit at the end then, and not just cut off as I have done previously. Cool. 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 But yeah, good luck to you, mate. Yeah, we'll see how it all. And Pim. There you go. Hey, mate. Good to see you in here. Welcome. Welcome in. Yeah, it's gonna be. Total reminded me. Yeah, I ain't got a wet setup. I did about 15 minutes of practice. Tried the setup that I had, and just kept spinning through Cop's Corner, and then went and got a different one. And I was just like, good enough. So I'm screwed either way. It'll be interesting. So yeah, it'll be fun to see how it is. I heard last week was a bit mental as well. Yeah, good luck, mate. See you on the grid. Yeah, I heard last week was a bit mental. Because it rained like halfway through. B-Boy was telling me that he didn't pit for intermediate tyres and he ended up having a really strong lead. Yeah, it'll be odd. What's in this? Ouch! Drive through, 3 laps left. Yeah, it's not fun. Oof. Oh, net P2. Yeah, the thing that I learned yesterday about this track is you need to watch where you are on track, but like as in track limits. That was the major thing. There were 17, 18. It crashed often. That sounds normal. There's yesterday in F1 there was like 18 drivers, and I think 12 or 13 of them had time penalties come the end of the race. There was like 5 drivers who didn't have a penalty come the end of the race. So that will be where you can make up a lot of time if you just keep it clean. Even if it means just slower through Cop's Corner and you have to give up a place, that person who passes you might then get a penalty somewhere else. So that'll be my strategy, is mainly just trying to keep it clean. I was one of them. Yay. Yeah, you were, Pim. Yeah. Very, very few people were not getting penalties. So yeah, you did well. Better than the boys in red and the Ferraris. They had like 15 seconds apiece, and they both spun around the final corner. We had quite a few drivers crash crossing the line. Can be one of them, yeah. But they had quite a few drivers yesterday crashing as they crossed the line. During the feature, you had Brandon sat there without a front wheel on. One of the Ferraris was sat there yesterday without a front wheel. Cheers, yeah, we'll do our best for William. Oh yeah, Pim, you're in Williams, aren't you? So yeah, we'll try our best with the Williams. Try our best with that. And yeah, see how it goes. Slabhead hasn't got very good internet connection. That could be a concern. Might see what they were saying. What I was seeing everywhere. Finbob's setting up his stream. You know what? I don't follow Finbob on follow. I can't stick around Finbob, but there you go. I realised I hadn't followed Finbob on Twitch. There you go. Drop him a follow. So yeah, it's gonna be. Silverstone's a tough track. It's not a track I particularly do well at, even though it's my my home one, as it is for a lot of us. It's not a track I get on with. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it. Interesting to see how it goes. I got to drop the sad news as well that I will be missing Abu Dhabi and Canada, the next 2 races, because I'm going on holiday. From and inevitably the cheapest flights were Tuesday to Tuesday, so I leave Tuesday evening and get back like Tuesday night going into Wednesday. Sorry. I'm obviously taking my laptop, so videos will keep coming. I'll try and make sure I record stuff. Videos will keep coming, and there's potential I could still commentate on Mondays. But I'll have to see, because the only footage I'll have will be the main stream. I guess I could have other people's Twitch open, couldn't I? I could have multiple Twitch channels open, trying to see who's who. For like watching what Kieran's doing, watching what I don't know, yeah, watching what Pim's doing, have loads of different screens open. Just sat there with a. I was about to say with a microphone. I'm not taking a microphone. I'll just have a iPhone headphone. I need to order one. I need to order myself an iPhone headphone. Ones that go into the bottom of these ones. I don't buy phone. I don't have any, and I'm going on a 3.5 hour flight, so I need a pair of headphones. I got some trousers out. Like a couple of weeks ago, got some trousers out of my closet that I haven't used for a while, and I put my hand in there, and I was like, oh, iPhone headphones! I was like, yay, I've actually got some iPhone headphones. But then they were aux cable, the normal circular proper aux cable, and I was like, wow, shows how long I haven't worn these trousers if it's these out of date headphones. So I need to order myself some new headphones for that. And I think I will try, because I'm away during the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, so yeah, I think I'm going to record Alternative Turkey this coming Sunday. So I won't know who driver of the day is, and I won't know what happens during the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. But I can try and record it beforehand. I just leaked where that track will be. I leaked where that track would be because I called it Alternative Turkey. Whoops! But Istanbul is a good track, so why doesn't it deserve a place on my series? It's a good track, and I really like the track. I know they were only there last year. Well, it was going to be alternative for Azerbaijan last year, but then it replaced Canada, and then it didn't replace Canada, and then it replaced something else. Yeah, and yeah. Turkey wasn't on the calendar, then it was, then it wasn't, then it was. Like last year in 2020, whenever it was, so yeah, but it's a good circuit. That's one of the tracks that deserves a permanent place. Not Saudi Arabia, or it wasn't until I watched Drive to Survive recently that I remembered that Qatar is getting a permanent place. We forget about that. So everyone's just like, oh my god, yeah, like we're losing Russia. That's fine. That's like one track down. It brings us down to 22 again. But next year, everyone's like, oh, okay, we're getting Vegas, so that's up to 23. Yes, but we're also getting Qatar, so that's 24. And if China returns to the calendar at any point, that'll be 25. And we'll jump from 22 to 25. Like, that's a lot. And if they're still looking at adding South Africa or Germany, like, it's a lot of tracks and a lot of locations. I mean, I'm complaining about it. I mean, have you seen how frequently a NASCAR races? It's like every weekend. I mean, all right, they don't have to travel around the world. They only have to travel around the country. But NASCAR is still like every weekend. I've looked at it a couple of times that I've like watched a NASCAR race. I've been like, I wonder if I could keep up with NASCAR. I've just seen this every weekend, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't be doing that. That's too often. NASCAR can be interesting. I've watched a couple. I watched Daytona at the beginning of this year, back in February. I watched Daytona, and I watched Bristol last year because for the first time in 50 years, they made it a dirt track. And so it was modern NASCARs on a dirt track, as they used to be back in like the 50s and the 60s. The last time proper Cup Series NASCAR ran on a dirt track was like in the 60s. And then some lunatic at Bristol Motor Speedway was like, yeah, but what if we just throw a load of dirt on the track? We just throw a load of clay and dirt on the track. I'm like, all right. Like, hey, Firestone, can you make a load of dirt tires? It was basically more extreme than the wet tires F1 has, but yeah, they made proper dirt tires for them as well. It was great seeing it. It was actually a pretty cool spectacle. And then it was hilarious because the drivers went out there. It rained. They went out and they were just like, "We can't see anything. It's too dusty." I've tried it in Assetto Corsa, Bristol Motor Speedway in dirt, and a few other dirt ovals. In NASCAR's, cannot do, cannot do. So difficult, so difficult. I mean, NASCARs are actually difficult to drive anyway because they're so heavy. They don't actually turn. They don't slow down, and they've just got a load of power only going to the rear wheels. So you just touch the throttle slightly, you spin, and you have no control over it at all. And then add to the unknown element of dirt, you're just like, okay. Like, becoming a NASCAR driver is a talent in itself, and being good at oval racing. And then it's like, but now you got to throw a bit of rally in there. It's really tricky. But I'm fine on the on the super speedways. I'm pretty decent because super speedways are easy. I did play Heat 4. I did a decent amount. Played a decent amount of Heat 4, and I bought Heat 5. I haven't played it yet, but I've bought Heat 5 just to be able to see what it's like to drive. Oh, Brad's racing. Nice. I saw that. I've just seen that. Brad's racing. He was in a real life car accident, I think. Earlier in the week, he posted something on his personal Facebook, basically saying to the guy who helped me after some prick decided to drive into me or something. So I think he was in a car incident, hit and run sort of thing. He said he'd see how he's doing, make sure it wasn't too painful for him. But yeah, I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's here. That's good. Brad's a good guy. Glad to know that he's all right. But yeah, saw that on Facebook and got worried that he'd been in an accident. He's also coordinator for this event because he's lining up now to get going in a minute or so. It's bad that I need the toilet again, isn't it? I went before I started the stream, and I need to do it. It's because I went and bought fucking cake. I've got cake. I've got cake, and I'm diabetic, so I eat the cake, and then my sugar levels just go. I'm just like, oh, no, my sugar levels are really high. Why does it matter? Maybe it's because I ate a load of cake. Something exotic. It's tray bake because tray bake you get an entire thing bigger than what I can show you on the camera. You get a huge tray of it for like £6, and I'm like, it's decent cake. I don't mind a tray bake. It's cheap and it tastes fine. So I don't mind tray bake. But it is a lot of sugar. I've just realised next week I'll just be gorging constantly on bloody Turkish Delight. Because that's where I'm going. technically Turkey. I'm going to northern Cyprus, so the Turkish half of Cyprus. That'll be fun. And I go out there on the day I get paid. Yay! All my expenses. Yay! All of it's paid. Come on, Peter. You're the last person. Peter is literally the last person. God damn it, Peter. You made us wait. Oh yeah, that was it. I genuinely at one point was at this point and I went off and went to the toilet or something and came back and everyone was literally screaming for me. And I was like, why, what have I done? I hadn't slicked in my car. And they were like, man, slick your car! I was like, then we can go. I was like, shit, sorry. Because we were loading into qualifying, so I knew I didn't have to rush. I knew I didn't have to rush into qualifying, so, yeah. I'm going to swig of this Tango. I like this one. This is the berry peachy. What did I tell you? I said it was going to be a wet race. Damn it. And I don't have a wet setup. I'm going for the one that I was going to run before that one by Kieran. Race strategy, that, yeah. It's 13 laps, it's a wet race, won't be using it all, so I can go there. But, god damn it! God damn it! It is a wet race. We knew it was going to be a wet race. I got really confused seeing that Haas, because I was like, why is the wing really, really boxy? Why does it look like a 2012 car? It's because I've been so used to seeing the 2022 cars that I forgot, again, how boxy these ones... And these ones didn't even look boxy, but they just... These ones didn't even look boxy, they just...
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Turn everything up. D13th. Someone hasn't shown. There's meant to be 17 or 18 drivers. So whoever was meant to be behind me hasn't shown. Oh, this is going to be horrible.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall.
Yeah, that'll be the whole race. At least the new guy here, Jason, is being smart enough as well to sort of note, like, okay, they're I'm out of sequence, but I'm just going to stay here. So I witnessed a few other new drivers just be like, oh, I'm meant to be in 13th, so they just pass everyone. Don't know why I'm trying to warm the tyres. Well, yeah, warmer, wet tyres are better. This is sort of our only time to practice. Oh, Brad's round. Now waiting for Brad to slot into the position. Okay, Sonic's being a bit cautious about things. We've got a game around. Trying to be nice and safe. Be up to P12, that's alright. Mainly because of my teammate taking out that McLaren. And second. Just got to be so careful with the throttle. We've got Bambino behind, he's a quick driver. That was a nice line through there. It's more likely to penalise you, I think, going through the exit. That was okay. That was a corner cut, apparently. Well, it was, wasn't it? Use the EOS to try and keep up with Jason. I've got a warning already, that's the thing. You got to try and just keep clean.
Okay, we've lost a position. That's us down a place.
Yeah. No, because it's raining as well, you don't have to stop, so pit strategy and such are out of the window. You don't have to stop. So much wheel spin. Pro looking for a way past. Ah, it's track limit warning, god damn it. That's not fair. Because I was trying to avoid the McLaren. God, I'm just falling back, aren't I? Yeah. I'm not confident in this rain. I just lost it there. So, okay, I'm down to the last. Staying third through there. You get better grip staying in third there through left field. I just have absolutely no pace over the others today. I'm taking it super carefully. I think I can be more confident. I just need to get my foot down a little bit sooner for some corners. Like there, I could have put my foot down a little bit more. I'm going to try and not go below third anywhere. Just because dropping to second, there's quite a bit of wheel spin in second. So I guess if I can keep third everywhere. I'm 5 seconds behind Sonic. Great.
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
I literally spun on the wet track. Sort of situation now where there's no safety car, there's no safety car, there's no pit stops. So this is just on pace, I'm just falling further and further back. I mean, I always have a never give up attitude. And I just want to keep going, but yeah, the British Grand Prix is either really, really heavy rain or really hot. That's normally how it works. When I went in 2016, it was heavy rain. You know what, I'm just going to push this thing really hard. I'll either then start catching up or I'll crash. And I sort of don't care if I crash at the moment.
rain to stay a while. Doesn't look like it's moving anytime soon. We're trailing our teammate by 17.2 seconds.
Oh, you little son of a... Where's the track go?
We're seeing that the tyres are too hot. You need to cool them down.
Yeah, I
Find some
figured that
standing
out.
water.
So look, I can start making up places now, because if I hadn't had that spin, I would have passed Jason. The sun set in real life out the window, so my ring light just got brighter and brighter.
Gap to car in front is 8.1 seconds.
Shut up.
Understood. Copy that.
Turn in, you cow. I got another penalty, so I'm not happy about it. I'm not doing well. I don't like it. I'm not even competitive. Like, I'm not even keeping up with anybody. That's what I'm pissed off about. Where's the corner where I can throw this race, maybe? Oh, fuck off, you penalties. It's wet. You have to give a... You have to...
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
I'm gonna go retire in the pits. Like, I'm not even competitive. Turn! Like, I'm not even competitive. Like, I wasn't even keeping up with anybody. There we go. I'm out. That was awful. Let's watch good old Milsom. He's doing really, really well. See, I wasn't even competitive. I wasn't even keeping up with the others. So that was the issue. are they all getting these legendary helmets? How's everyone getting a legendary helmet? Someone had a Marcus Ericsson style helmet. Their Milson Finbob there as a Senna helmet. Magamer has a George Russell helmet. How do people get these legendary helmets? Are they part of the pit season pass thing? I never bother with the pit lane season pass thing because I only do one race a week, so I don't get many. I go up by like quarter of a level per race. Look, he's got a Senna helmet. Oh, he's got a nice job all over the back of him. Bob. Oh, my viewership went really high up. I'm just seeing because I retired. People want to see why I retired? Yeah. No! We got a penalty! No! We got a penalty! No! Penalty! And that's going to hurt him. That penalty is going to drop him down to 8th. Because there's a bit of a train here behind Bowers. Lucky 13 isn't working for Finn Bob. Come on, my dude. Sector 3, Brad! It's very intense up front. Another yellow flag somewhere on track. Not sure who for. No one's really slowing down as Wilson tries around the inside there just before the before Luffield. Couldn't quite get it back. Pushed him offline, which gives nice job the ability to be able to line himself up for cops. Mind you, you don't want to be trying to get through cops in this weather. Fimble's still right behind that Alfa Romeo. But the line of cars that are all there, it's clear that Bowers is the cork in the bottle here, because there's at least 6 cars behind him. And we're going to start jostling in position. If anything, it's going to start getting quite violent in a few laps' time as the laps count down to 1 remaining. Coming to the final lap. Milson cutting another corner just to try and get that advantage and keep up with Bowers. He's a lot faster through the final sector. Bambino second fastest lap of the race down in 6th, the bottom of the points. So that McLaren just pushing that Alfa Romeo around the first sector, trying to find any way past. It's so difficult to drive these cars, let alone in the wet, and find somewhere to do it. As Bambino gets a 3-second penalty. Gio in the pits as well. I don't know if he's going to be retiring or what. He is indeed going to be retiring from this race. Half a lap to go now for these top three as Peter is out. Peter's out somewhere. He clearly binned it. Jason's quite far away back, so we're not going to see where Peter binned it. There is on the outside of Cops as they come. The top drivers come around Stowe into the final section. Lawson with that 3-second penalty, so it's going to drop him back a long way down. We can't see because of the rain. He gets pushed by the Mercedes. And 5th place for Wilson, managing to stay ahead of Bambino, who did have a penalty. So Bowers, nice job. And Boyworm take the podium. And Slabhead jumps up ahead of Milsom. Bambino taking last of the point ahead of McGamer. Hayden Pro Menno. Jason coming through the final part of the track on his debut race for CSGB. We then have a look at Brad, who comes around the final corner, the injured Brad. Makes his way and gets past Jason as well. Jason having a number of penalties, and around the final section now comes Sonic Hawk to take last place on track, which is 13th, with 3 drivers DNFing, including myself, which is a shame because normally I'm quite consistent. I mean, I was being consistently shit, but right. Shall we go find a wet setup? I think I need to go find a wet setup. Pretty sure I have somewhere. Do I not have? Don't I have the setups page? NASCAR, Fantasy F1. Huh. I don't. Okay. I will suppose me out. I'll load into single player. Maybe loading into time trial on a wet will give me the wet setups. Maybe. I just wasn't competitive at all. Like, I just wasn't. Nice, mate. Yeah. Oh, bloody hell! Invite to the next session already. Give me a minute, Brad. Yeah, awful for me. I mean, you had that spin at the beginning, didn't you, a gamer? And I made up a few places, but then everyone just got past me. I had no pace whatsoever. Got a number of penalties and then just kept spinning. And lost my front wing, and I was just like, "Fuck it." I couldn't do it. I saw that. And Finbob, yeah, you were doing so well as well, trying to get past Bowers right at the end. Yeah, if you didn't have that penalty, you would have gotten a solid second. Right, let's wet. Let's see if it gives me wet setups, or see if I can find one. F1 2021. Cool. There are ones here. Ray should have been Ray should have been delayed. Ray should have been delayed. Exactly. You know, Bowers had good pace, so let's load this up. Again, I'm just want one saved in case it turns out not to be amazing. Like if it's dry, I can go for a dry one, but cool. There was a good clip on Twitter reshared by Ralph Schumacher, which was from Family Guy when Consuela, the housemaid, was stopping drivers from coming into the grid, and she was like, no, it's wet, I clean. It was just like F1 currently. Let's hope it doesn't rain, because I'm fucked if it rains. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's why I retired pretty much from that previous one. Let's... I don't know, let's... Go on, okay, you had to set up in here. Let's try that. See if I handle this any better. Behave, car. Behave, car. It's a dry setup. Is it? Because the list of setups are lower. The list of setups were lower. Like there's only 4 setups that I can choose from there, whereas in normal I can choose from like 12. So I think these are wet setups. I just don't like Silverstone in the rain. Can I retire in this pit lane? You haven't spun yet. You caused me to spin. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Save. Gamer wet. Right, and let's... Hope the F1 game is nice and just loads into the lobby. You be more gentle on the power. I keep it moving forward but slowly. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm just getting irritated as well because it's not working. Like this fucking game. Why don't you work? Ever? Seriously? Seriously, why don't you work? Seriously? I just load into the game and it goes, oh, I can't find the session. I'm just gonna load into the session constantly. Great, because Codemasters, this ruins my stream constantly because my viewership is now going to go down because I've got to end this stream and start a new one because it's on PlayStation and PlayStation doesn't let you continue streaming when you restart a game. Fix it for 22!